I've been using Claude Code every day for 8 months. In this video, I show you how to use 9 Claude Code features to build real AI agents. I have a PhD in AI and 20 plus years experience building end-to-end AI solutions. Start with the foundations like Claude.md, and then we go to more advanced stuff. Plus, I show you 3 extra features no one talks about. By the end, you know which features to start using right now and how to build AI agents faster than most AI engineers. So let's start with the first feature, Claude.md. I think 80% of users, if you just have a really good Claude.md, MD for Markdown, for your project, you could get really, really far without learning all the advanced stuff. It saves you a lot of headaches. These are the routes I think will help you. Priority from top to bottom. So go from important to least important. Add the text like, never do something, always do this. Have clear snippets of examples. Add only unique things about your project and aim for about 300 lines max. Otherwise, it just bloats your context. So we start with /init. We will initialize actually a session. It takes a few minutes, and then it will ask us basically to create a Claude code, give some information, which I give. Like I work with LangGraph, TrueAI, PydanticAI, and Swarm, Google ADK, and MCP, and run. Will give us the Claude.md. So I always apply immediately what I learned. We build a LangGraph agent right now, so every feature after this makes complete sense. Building our first agent, a minimal LangGraph agent example that demonstrates simple tool calling workflow. It's working on it, and it's ready. We can just take a look at main.py. The second feature is /clean. This is the most underrated command in the Claude Code. 1/2 seconds completely changes the quality of code you get. This removes the old content and gives you a fresh start. Plan mode. Never let Claude write a single line of code before you see its plan. Yes, you wait a few minutes. Yes, it uses tokens, but it saves you headaches and tokens later, and you catch problems before building. It's really simple, just toggle to the plan mode. So let's build a Pydantic agents for sport analytics using the plan mode. So I've written a description, build a Pydantic agent to analyze the 4 highest paid athletes. Use a data set, I give a CSV, structured input, structured output, and use Pydantic with full type safe to build it. Then give the prompt, I start building it. You can see it just goes. I look at an agent for the data. And finally, we've got that. Then it gives us a plan about context, what kind of context. By the way, I have a gift for you. I made an entire module of my paid course, AI Agent Mastery, for free. It's also 2 free guides. If you're interested, it's the first link in the description. And if you want to follow my course, AI Agents Mastery 6-in-1, the second link in the description. I hope to see you there. Context, that is athlete, then the directory structure, then the key data facts, the models, what kind of data it's going to use, like classes and agent architecture and all of that. And then I can, for example, question, does this combine LangGraph with PydanticAI? And on just pure PydanticAI, okay. Then I approve it and just build. Then I have all of that. And I see that there is no README file, and say, hey, just add a README file. And I can preview that if all of the steps are there, and also what kind of concepts has been built. Feature 4 is custom comments. Once your basic setup is solid, remove the repeatable work by creating custom /comments. One single keyword triggers a set of prompts, instructions. Anything you do more than once a week in your agent workflow, build a /comment for it. So I'm going to build a explain the currently open code, what, why, how, Pydantic magic, common pitfalls, and next step. I'm going to run it. It's going to build it. It's ready. Let me check if it exists. Look at the comments. Yeah, there is explain, MD, and also in the / I can find it. When the code is open, it's just now running. I can see the what, divide as a structure output over text. And then I can see the steps that he has built, Pydantic magic and comment pitfalls. Now we are entering the advanced stuff. We want to use that validation self-correction. We can do that with hooks. Claude, like any engineer, makes mistakes. Hooks are bash files that simply say, run this Python file, then that, then that. You add them to your Claude settings, like setting.json. For example, a pre-tool hook to block dangerous actions, and a post-tool hook to run your test and type checker. The point is, Claude sees its own failure and understands what breaks, and it will fix them. LangGraph code generator, structured input, structured output, and we are gonna some agents, OpenAI LLM, and a pre-tool use hook, block dangerous things, no removes, and post hooks, which is like tests and checks. We give it. It's going to build it, and then we run it. Looking at the code, main.py, we can see that it has some built initial state, and of course a code generator as a graph. We start to do that validation. It's failing, just give it, and it now passed the validation. Now we're going to work parallel. What if you could run multiple agents at the same time, each working on a different problem and never conflict? There are two ways to do this with Claude Code. The simple way, open Claude Code in multiple panels in your IDE, point each one at a different task, one building your LangGraph agent, another fixing bugs. But the serious way is Git Worktrees. Worktree lets you check out multiple branches of the same repo at the same time in different directories. Each Claude session has its own clean working tree. Just open different windows, and then you basically can work parallel in those different windows. Or to use Git, install it, and then we look at Git version, Git init, commit the first message. Now building Google ADK job interviewer to just try the Git work tree. We go to the plan mode and run it. Looking for latest version of Google ADK, and it's ready. We can run it for one person with all of the questions it's asked for interview, overall score, and next round. We run it for one candidate. Simply use git add. We'll add this one to your Git. You have to use Git Worktree add -b. Now we are doing it for the two next candidates as well, for Bob and Sarah. The first one was Alice, and Git Worktree. And now we have 3 branches for each 3 of them, and we can just separately go to each of the terminals and we can see the results of each of them. So it's pretty simple actually. For task-specific ones, you can also use sub-agents. So in the Claude Code documentation, you can see how to build them. It's very similar with building AI agents. The only thing that you need to know is that you can just run /agents and then generate with Claude what kind of agent you want. And you can select tools and models. If you go to GitHub to Claude Code agent, you can even find some of those sub-agents, like this one, Claude.md, which is like a reality check. It checks if the project completion is actually real. So these are very handy resources that you can already use. Skill we use for recurring workflows. At this point, you're building and validating your AI agents, but you can accelerate your development speed and efficiency with 2 concepts. Both exist for the same reason. We do not want to reinvent the wheel every time. First one, skills. And Anthropic has a famous video, don't build agents, build skills. Skills are ready to use task descriptions or folders full of instructions written by yourself or AI community, also by domain expert. You just basically download them and Claude follows them automatically. And the AI community has already built thousands of skills. This is the best places to find them. Anthropic's skills, the GitHub with 134,000 stars. If you go to skills, one of them which is really important is a skill creator. This one is really handy. This one is also a skills marketplace, and you can see a large number of skills does exist here. You can have it by occupation category, which makes it very easy to find your skills. Adi Osmani, director of Google, also has agent skills, about 42,000 stars. What I like about it is that they have a lot of parsers and documents skills here. The ninth feature is MCP. It's super popular since November 2024. MCP servers are reusable packages for your AI agent, and it's like external. So you use API to reach kind of external server and are giving you tools and services. Same as the skills, lots of them are available. Your job is to know what exists, plug it, and focus on what makes your agent unique. Same as the skills, we have an MCP market with lots of servers available. This one, the Contact 7, is a really good one. It fetches up-to-date documentation and code examples, so makes actually the coding better. So I want to build an AI agent using this Context 7 MCP. First, you can check with the /MCP all of your MCP servers, and we can see Context 7 is not here. Then I'm gonna add to Claude.json. I'm gonna go at the end of the file and add that MCP server Context 7. Then asking it, can you check if it has been installed? It says, yeah, it has been installed. So I'm going to build it with the framework OpenAI agent. So I will ask, make a simple AI agents for weather, use Context 7. First time it doesn't use it, and then second time it's completely working. This is so simple. So for the extras, /insights is going to give you such amazing report. Then I open the report. It analyzes the last 30 days of my coding and just explain everything that went right and wrong, which is like really amazing. Next one is a /context. It immediately give you everything about system, skills, messages, and also your memory files. This one is also great to remember. Last one is plugins. Remember, I was talking about skills, agents, hooks, MCP servers. Plugins basically combine all of that together and gives you even more power. So everything about the plugin is also in the documentation of Claude Code, and it's super simple to add. Now that you have learned how to build AI agents using Claude Code, the best way to learn is to build real-world projects. I have 9 different projects in 9 very complex industries that can help you to stand out as an AI engineer. I teach you the architecture and the tech stack. I see you in that video.